Uke and Tubes Ox, just chatting away on what were we saying? Hey, hey, hey. Two hep cats with nothing to say. It's a groovy good time, so listen away. What were we saying?
What were we saying was filmed before a live studio audience.
And whenever you're ready.
Hey, how's it going? It's here now. This is What Were We Saying with Big Uke and Tube Socks. I'm Big Uke.
And I'm Tube Socks.
And we're starting this thing. Episode 1. You excited?
I am so excited that I hardly slept last night.
I didn't sleep last night either, but I don't know if it was excitement or heartburn.
There you go.
But nonetheless, it's finally here. The first episode of this venture, shall we say.
I guess we should, we kind of introduced ourselves, but I'd like to introduce the full cast. We've got Big Uke, we've got myself, and behind the camera is Edgar. He's kind of a pain in the ass, but he's part of the show, and, well, we like him.
Ish.
Also like to give a shout out to Harold Winthrop and the Silver Ashtray Orchestra. That's who played us in.
Very excited to have them on board.
And we are coming to you from Blunderworks Studios on the 5th floor today. They've moved us around twice already, even though we haven't started the show yet. But today we are on the 5th floor. Let's get to it. What are we saying today, Uke?
The first thing I'm going to say, on top of the fact that I'm just very excited to get this whole thing rolling.
How about
Or should we maybe
how we got here?
Explain
Yeah.
the whole point of this before
Yeah.
we dive into some things. Well, how did we get here?
We certainly didn't plan. We didn't sit down and say, hey, let's do a podcast. That's what the world needs.
Yeah, we talk a lot. I didn't know necessarily this was what people wanted from us.
Well, the people did speak.
Some people spoke.
We were identified by someone. We don't know who, but we were identified, and we were both. Well, I don't know how you got in touch, but I received letters.
It was just a box on my doorstep. I came home from work one day. It was brown paper, very kind of sketchy considering I don't live on a mail route. So I was
weird.
a little concerned. I don't give out my address. So to not have any names of these people and they just dropped packages off was a little alarming at first until I opened it and realized what was kind of going on here.
I think when I first heard of Big Uke, our paths had crossed a few times over the last few years at various sporting events and various social functions. And all my note said was, we've been paying attention to you guys and we'd like to talk. Hell if I know what that means.
Yeah, it was a little alarming, not gonna lie. Knowing what I did know of Tube Socks, which again was almost as much as I knew about the people who were getting us.
The fact that my parents named me Tube Socks was
That was the alarming part for me. I've said alarming a lot now, but to meet a guy named Tube Socks, it was exciting for sure.
It really started to get weird when the focus groups happened. Again, because these were set up by a third party that we weren't allowed to meet. They wouldn't give us any names.
No letters were ever named. No return addresses.
I think it was at the Polish Community Hall or something.
The first one was.
I wouldn't say we were lured there because that sounds creepy, but we were encouraged to go there with the promise of a couple of beers and a hot dog.
I didn't get a hot dog. Did you end up getting a hot dog?
2. And they said, we just need to get some drinks in you and film you for a bit. So, who doesn't like that?
They filmed, and then we weren't privy to exactly who was in these focus groups. All we did was get their feedback. And to say it was not supportive at first would be an understatement.
Well, I know we weren't supposed to see the notes of the focus group,
But we did.
but some of them were just inappropriate. One person was asking why the hell they were there.
There was one guy who was, I think, more confused than excited about what was happening, but didn't hate it by the sounds of it. So
He was also angry that I took
Ate
his
his hot dog?
Well, I took his handicap spot. So we started off on the wrong foot there.
Yeah, again, it wasn't the best kind of start.
We knew it was serious though when money showed up.
Yeah, that was definitely a sign that we were going in the right direction, or at least
Not a
pushed
lot,
in the right direction,
and not enough to be suspicious, just enough to
alert us.
buy a couple of lights and a camera. And
The packaging was weird. Usually you would think envelope, not piñata.
well, piñatas are problematic anyways, but that's certainly not how you expect to get to bankroll your huge podcast, right?
It was a cool piñata, though.
But basically, we stuck with it long enough to turn the accident into a show, I guess.
And that's kind of what this is. Nonetheless,
We are a bit of eye candy.
we're something.
Anyway, so that's how we got here, and we're finally rolling with this.
We're finally kicking it off. It's been what did you say of heavy promos?
Well, we were first identified back in August, I think,
I think
by
it was
these
August.
people who still have. I think Edgar knows them, but he won't say anything because
Well, we don't know much about Edgar himself. So
Edgar's super shady.
he's shady, but he knows shady people. Like the math checks out. It does make sense.
That's why we're here, and we're going to be here weekly at this same time. That's the plan. So essentially, you can come hang out with us, and
Hang out, chit chat, grab a beverage,
this is what we're doing.
enjoy it.
Do you want to? What are we saying today?
Well, I'm going to say some football things.
Big football coming up this weekend. Let's.
Couple big games coming up this weekend. A real big game coming up in a couple weeks. Some crazy games this past weekend. Didn't go necessarily how I predicted they would have gone on our appearance on the Hangout with Awanak and Gazzola. I was 0 for 3 to start the weekend. I did end up picking all the road teams, and
That didn't
it almost went good.
pan out great though.
But then it really didn't. Luckily, my sports betting mind is a little bit different than my talking on the Hangout mind, so I didn't necessarily have bets placed on all of those teams that I thought were going to win, so wasn't as big of a kick. Some crazy games, just in general, overtime, weather. Yeah, that's always exciting.
I'd like to say I find weather exciting in any part of life.
Well, that's
Like it doesn't have
true.
to be sports. I just really enjoy weather-related occurrences. Sitting
weather
at
can
work,
be
look
fun.
at the window. It's raining. It's like, oh my god, we're getting some weather. This is exciting.
Well, there's always someone, just as a side note, when you're talking about looking out the window, someone's always got a quip.
Absolutely.
Oh, the flowers are going to love this. Oh, it's going to clean up the roads. Those spring
Oh, we could
rains.
use the moisture.
There's that.
Keeps the dust down.
Always comments to farmers.
That's the thing.
But it's the same. It's the same ones every time. You notice that? It's
The
usually
great
the
thing
same
about
person.
weather is that there's never a time where there isn't weather.
That's deep.
Whatever the weather is, it's always weather.
That's deep.
Anyway, so who do you
Yeah.
have? Who do you
Anyway,
have
back to
this
something
weekend?
that matters. I from the get go, I did have the Rams going all the way. So I've still got that bullet in the chamber.
I myself have sprinkled on the Patriots to win the Super Bowl, not because I particularly like the Patriots, but because it's basically a coin flip when I placed said bet. So
So you're still live.
I'm still alive, still sticking with that.
I didn't. I never find myself making futures bets like that.
Well, the future's an amazing place to be.
Oh, well, potentially. It will be if all of a sudden the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Right.
The future's a great place.
Very unlikely.
Yeah, I almost more often just forget to and then run out of time.
So Broncos, what are your thoughts on the Broncos?
I think they are just lucky to be in the spot they're in.
They won't get any further.
I can't imagine they're going to get much further. Unless this whole broken ankle thing is a ruse, which I know
Could be a ruse.
online today.
I like a
there
good
was-
ruse as much as I like weather.
There was a bit of conversation about how potentially there's some trickery afoot. I do believe it's probably most likely that he does have a broken foot.
I would suspect that if Chris Jones was in charge of that team, but it's not a Chris Jones team, so
That's a great point. I think their quarterback, he took one snap this year, and he knelt. It was the end of a game. took a kneel down. So
That's not great. That's not great reps.
Not great reps. Sure, he's practicing and stuff, but I think when it comes to the game, I mean, I know he's not a rookie, so he knows the moment a bit more, I think, but I still think the Patriots are just going to kind of run through and have. There's no such thing as a sure thing in sports, but they've got a short line to get through to get to the Super Bowl and get to San Fran.
Well, I certainly hope they do, because I could use that $7 that I've got coming to me if they do. What about Rams Seahawks side of things?
Well, like I said, I've had the Rams to go to the Super Bowl since day one. Well, not day one, I guess day one of the playoffs. I thought it would have been versus the Texans, mainly so that at the Super Bowl party there would be a rivalry between some friends of ours. So I'm still sticking with the Rams.
I think I know that guy.
I think you should probably know both of them.
My issue with the Seahawks is, apart from their hideous uniforms when they used to have cool ones, back when Jim Zorn was slinging the ball, and the Rams have gone away from a good-looking uniform set back when Merlin Olsen and Fred Dreyer.
Sure, those are names
Right?
I know.
Of course they are. Anyways,
You are a big uniform guy. Well, it's just what's that?
Well,
like,
look good, feel good, right?
Oh, sure, but like they're not. I don't think they're necessarily terrible.
Oh, they are terrible. The yellow's wrong. The blue's wrong. The shiny
but
crap's wrong.
the helmet. It's a horn.
It's wrong. It used to be good. They made it bad.
But I don't know. I don't think it's.
It's still a horn, but it's a shell of a horn.
That was always one of my favorite parts of going to watch football games this season, and we'd both be at the same place, and you would often comment on the particular sports costumes that the athletes were wearing.
Yes, sports costumes. That's costumery.
That deserves a drink, I guess.
All right, so I've got the Rams and the Patriots moving on. Ultimately, the Patriots winning, so I can get that $7 that's coming to me.
Yeah, and I'd say I have the same too, but I think the Rams get it done. Not to make you lose your bet, but I think it makes for boring content if we just always agree.
This is true.
Not that we're geniuses at knowing what content is good for people, because we've only been at this for about
12 minutes?
12 minutes now, so we'll see how it goes.
What's dumb this week, Uke?
Oh, I got some dumb stuff.
Do you got a liner for this segment?
I do. Before I get to my dumb thing, I would like to present these words from our first sponsor. Were they the
Very
first
first sponsor.
Big Harold's Typewriter Emporium. Shout out
Shout out to Harold.
It is the last of the big box typewriter stores, which is kind of cool.
Love
and
that.
sad at the same time that there is only one left. But nice that they have
There used to be 7.
7. Oh, wow. 1 out of 7. That's a pretty good record.
Decent.
Nice that they still got a few shekels to throw our way. So
It doesn't take much, by the way.
that is true. So Big Harold's Typewriter Emporium, the home of new and used sales for typewriters. They've got parts such as ribbon spools, platen knobs, your line space regulators. Those go all the time.
Typical shit, right?
They have a surprising amount of makes and models that they will service and find parts for. So that's cool, And
I typed these cards out on my typewriter. If you can
There we
see
go.
that.
Typewriter
That's
cards.
cool.
They are now selling electronically assisted models, which is kind of fun.
It's the future, man.
They're trying to
The future is electronic.
Stay the last one, not become the one who went out of business.
That's good.
I was doing some digging, and it's not necessarily a dumb activity that this was. It was more a dumb use of one's time. So, Swedish soccer player Daniel
Love it already.
Jakob.
Love where this is going.
This was reported on the 14th, so fairly recent here. Daniel Jakob, a Swedish soccer player, he set the Guinness World Record for the longest marathon controlling a football for a male. And now, when I say controlling a football,
Like dominating it?
no, not quite that direction.
Okay, because that could be a different dark news story.
Keeping it off the ground
Okay.
and not holding it. So he spent. Well, I want to. This is mainly foot to knee.
Okay.
Foot to knee,
Like a giant hacky sack.
basically. And if we need hacky sacks, I know a guy who can get you.
I know a guy whose grandma makes them.
Yeah, he's the mule.
She doesn't know, but
How long do you think he went? And this is a Guinness World Record, and so those are usually pretty tedious. How long do you think he went for?
8 hours.
Oh my. You are incredibly incorrect.
Which way?
You are very, very low.
Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe not very, very, because I don't want you to go like 40 hours. It's less than 40.
20 hours.
You're a lot closer. Add the two together.
37 hours.
Okay, now you're crazy. 28 hours, 21 minutes, and 2 seconds.
That seems like a long time to me.
And so that's why I chose this.
I don't even sleep for that long, let alone
In a week, I won't
dominate
sleep for
a
that
ball.
long. Like 28 hours to be doing one thing of anything
well,
is like pretty crazy. Like I said, it's not that this is dumb, because to be a Guinness World Record holder like that's fun. You know, you're always going to be in a book somewhere.
until someone.
But you're still the guy he beat.
Well, you still buy that year of the book.
Exactly. So as long as you have that year of the book, you're always the record holder.
Right. And you show your kids only that year of the book.
100%. So I just thought it was kind of just a dumb use of time to sit in, and he sat in a gymnasium for 28 hours, 21 minutes, and 2 seconds of controlling said ball. And that doesn't include setup time or whatever. Like this guy, not only was he up for more than a day, he was bouncing a football.
The thing is with that, to get to that level where you're doing that, how many hours are you putting in to get to that?
Well, wasn't it 10,000
Probably-
hours to be perfect at something?
I'm not sure.
I think that's the
I
same.
think I'm just short of that on being perfect at anything.
And so after doing this, I dug a little bit more.
digged.
I digged. What do you think the previous record was?
8 hours.
Okay, no, you're still off. It was 26
Jesus.
and change. And it was set in June of 2010. This record stood for 16 years. I'm sure there was some people along the way attempting it. But then
I wasn't one of them.
I definitely was not.
I was not one of them.
Yeah, I feel it was a dumb use of time. In the moment.
But
Like,
he
obviously,
is-
looking back, you're always a world record
But he's a
holder.
professional
For this guy.
footballer.
Well, it doesn't
he
say he
not?
was professional. It just
Oh.
said he's a Swedish soccer
Okay.
player.
Because if he's a professional, then he's like, could be doing some of that on company time, which is a wise use of time, perfecting
I imagine he has some high-ish level of soccer skill.
Because if this guy's like working at a warehouse all day,
Just bouncing
then
football.
yeah, that's
Getting paid
anyways.
too?
Well, I guess maybe that's all right.
So after finding this, and because it led me to a secondary
Oh,
conversation here, is what do you think you could easily make an attempt at? Like, is there anything that off the cuff?
I don't think there is anything that I could make a world record attempt at, nor would be willing to put in the time to attempt a world record at.
See, but that's the thing. They're not all about longevity. Like, you don't have to do something for 28 hours. Like,
I mean, I
Daniel
see
Liaco.
like the world record, the stupid things like, oh, running barefoot over Lego, or like, who the hell does that? Except for the person that does it and is in the book.
Like, is there anything?
Honestly,
Have you ever been just like doing something like in your life and be like, wow, I wonder if I could like stack these on my nose, and like how many, or like how many boiled eggs could I fit in my mouth at one time?
the answer is 3, and no, I haven't thought about it.
That's impressive. Let you guess how many you could do, and then what?
I'm a really good guesser.
Apparently
I was like in my high school
that might be a
yearbook.
reoccurring segment here. Is
It,
two socks guesses.
In my high school yearbook, it actually says Tube Socks, great guesser.
There we go.
Yeah, voted most likely to guess correctly. That was my
You haven't done it yet.
thing
but
in my yearbook.
most tennis balls held in one hand, and the caveat was again, once the final ball's placed, they have to stay in your hand for 10 seconds.
Well, as a terrific guesser, as per my high school yearbook, I would say 12.
You think you could hold 12?
No,
Or you think the record's
I
12?
think someone could hold 12.
Well, someone probably could hold 12, but this guy can hold 26.
I could hold 3 confidently
And I do
and
believe
move about the cabin.
it
with
would
3.
be obviously not just like in the surface at one level. Obviously, he's
But do you have
stacking
to
these.
move your hand?
No, I think that's the whole point of not. You don't
You're
have
just
to walk.
you don't have to like
You're just holding 'em.
go up a flight of stairs. or
No,
something.
gosh, no, that'd
Oh,
be crazy.
Well, then 4.
Oh boy, you're almost there. But like 26, I
don't
could
e-
realistically like place.
I couldn't stack 26 on the floor without them falling over.
I could place like 4 in my hand, and then like 2
someone
on
else,
top.
someone else would help you with the 5th.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't got big hands though, so you'd have to have some like Shaquille O'Neal mitts. He could probably hold a lot of freaking tennis balls.
29, I bet.
We'll have to get him on the show.
Yes. Shaquille O'Neal, if you're watching, which you may be.
Once TNT's done and your basketball stuff's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moral of the story is that's what's dumb. Records in general of this caliber.
I can appreciate that. I'm always perplexed by people who put in so much time to holding tennis balls.
I would want to watch.
I mean,
that,
I get
though.
people that say play the world's longest hockey game. That's a cool record.
But that's
The
like
world's
a
longest
definitive
baseball
thing.
game. That's a
You're playing a
let's do
sport.
this. That's cool.
Let's just do
You
this
it
for a long
charity.
time.
But no one's holding tennis balls in their hand for charity. Oh, if you are, I think it's a pretty subpar charity.
I can't imagine there would be much of a, ticket drive for, hey, come on out to see Big U try to hold tennis balls. If it was Shaquille O'Neal, maybe that's a bit more of a. But again, I don't think they're there to watch the tennis ball part.
I'd come to see you, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I got something that's dumb as well. This is more of a news item, and the headline caught my eye for multiple reasons. The headline itself is multiple monkeys are on the loose in St. Louis, and AI-generated images are complicating efforts to find them. So that's like an onion layer peeling thing.
Can you say that again?
Multiple monkeys are on the loose in St. Louis, and AI-generated images are complicating the effort to find them.
You could have stopped after just monkeys on the loose.
Right?
That is crazy enough of a
This
story.
is why I'm talking about you got the onion layer here.
We'll start peeling layers here.
Allow me to read. What started as an ordinary Thursday quickly turned into a citywide game of monkey watch after vervet monkeys were spotted near a park on the city's north side. Since then, the sightings have multiplied, the rumors have snowballed, and the monkey lore has taken a life of its own.
I don't even know where to begin with that.
Here's Willie Springer, spokesman for the City Department of Health, says it's been rumor after rumor. I mean, you can imagine. Not all of them have been rooted in reality, however. No one knows who the monkeys belong to, how they pulled off their escape, or even how many are actually roaming free. Some residents have claimed they've captured the animals, while others went a step further, posting fake and AI-generated photos online backing up their stories. Despite the digital evidence, as of Monday, the monkeys are nowhere to be found.
So these aren't monkeys from a zoo.
No, these are someone's monkeys.
How does someone, one, have multiple monkeys, and two, let them loose or have them get loose? If you own monkeys, you would think you would have a pretty tight ship.
There's another layer to this, and it involves such a problem, because I think if I lost my monkeys,
I would be very concerned.
right?
Oh, but again, would you want to tell people that they're your monkeys
Aha!
if you're not supposed to have them?
Here we go.
Oh.
It's been a lot in regard to AI and what's genuine and what's not, Springer said. People are just having fun. I don't think anyone means harm with these reports. The largest credible count so far is, how many would you think?
5 monkeys.
4.
Ooh.
That's the largest credible count.
Oh, credible.
There's been obviously incredible accounts of probably
Hey.
upwards of 5.
4 monkeys.
And since owning vervet monkeys is illegal in St. Louis, officials aren't holding their breath for an owner to come forward and confess. Now,
You just like
also,
saying,
so are you like cold? Like you think my monkeys are out?
well, that sucks. I guess
gotta-
better get new ones.
I got to get the boys back. In the meantime, Animal Control has teamed up with primate experts from the St. Louis Zoo.
Who, the man in the yellow hat?
To track down. Yes.
He'd be the first one
clever
I'd call if
escape
there was a
artists.
monkey on the loose.
And there's a darker side to this.
Oh, boy.
I mean, every monkey story has a dark side.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Residents are being warned not to approach the monkeys and call for help instead. While vervets are known to be intelligent and highly social, officials caution that they can also be unpredictable and even aggressive.
Well, it's a monkey.
In other words, admire the monkeys from afar.
Has anyone ever said, oh, no, get real close to those monkeys?
Sidle up to that monkey. If I may, if you're unfamiliar with vervet monkeys,
I am
I
unfamiliar
did
with
jot down a little note.
Vervet?
Vervet monkeys.
Okay.
Looks like velvet, but it's an R instead of an L. Vervet monkeys are native to sub-Saharan Africa.
So not St. Louis.
No, where they are widespread, weighing in at 3.18 to 7.71 kilograms. That is
Okay.
a very,
What?
very narrowly defined
7
weight spread.
3 point what to, huh?
3.18 to 7.71. They are sometimes called
Isn't a
green
14
monkeys.
pound monkey just living in your living room?
They are sometimes called green monkeys because of the tint of their fur. I would hope that the tint is green, because it would be weird, because it didn't really say that their fur was tinted green. It's just they're called that because of the tint of their fur. Like maybe it's just like totally bizarro that they're...
I'm still flabbergasted as to why someone would have monkeys.
I couldn't imagine having a monkey in my house, let alone 4.
I guess think back to like the show Friends. Ross had a monkey. He was pretty cool.
I don't think that show was real.
Well, I don't think it was a dog.
I mean, I want
he
to.
still had a
I
monkey.
want to believe, but
He still had a monkey.
I also don't know how those kids afforded that apartment.
Hence. Edgar, can you grab that, please?
I really like how the info narrowed in, right? 3.18 to 7.71 kilograms. When someone asks me what I weigh, I say, 82.38 kilograms roughly. Like right down to the second decimal point. Right?
If people ask me what I weigh, I don't answer.
I can appreciate that.
I tell them to shut up.
He's got a list to read here. I've got a liner for it. Our other sponsor,
We have two.
which would be the Hungry Prospector Dining Lounge and Farm Supply, located just off the highway at exit 215, serving steaks, stews, and things in skillets, featuring portions that don't ask questions. Every Tuesday is 2-for-1 trough night. That's a hell of a deal. Buy one entree, feed something else for free. I mean, maybe you could bring a monkey.
Or four.
Or 4. The Hungry Prospector. You'll know when to leave.
Our first ever
Big Uke's bunch of stuff list.
First ever Big Uke's bunch of stuff. Yeah, so this came to me in a dream. No, I'm just kidding. It came to me in a group chat, basically.
Oh,
After my...
I'm in a group chat.
It came from that group chat.
Oh my goodness, that's weird.
My co-host here at Tube Socks and his dismay for rice cookers.
They're terrible.
A friend of ours
Unnecessary.
looking to get a rice cooker. He was asking us our opinion. And Tube was very opinionated about how he has a pot. And
A saucepan. A saucepan.
Nobody said a saucepan doesn't work.
We're not reinventing the wheel here.
Nobody said it doesn't work. We're talking about rice cookers.
I don't need an appliance to cook an egg. Nor do I need one to cook rice.
But they sell them nonetheless. And so that got
Fools!
got me thinking of useless inventions. And to start us off, number 10, shutter glasses. I don't know if you know the sunglasses that are slotted.
Oh, yeah.
It's seemingly a thing in like junior high, at least for me.
In junior high, for me, they were not a thing.
Well, that's because the space shuttle wasn't yet. But
Hey,
those, again, just stupid. I figured people know what I'm talking about with those. Number 9, and this was a thing in 2004 that Sapporo did, diet water. And look it up. They came out with diet water. And they said there was some other stuff in it. I don't know.
they put an extra reverse osmosis into it, and
Yeah, and it didn't last long. It was a pretty novelty thing. Number 8, paper straws. Just in general, I think we all kind of agree on that. You know, save the turtles and such, but like these paper straws suck.
I would also say that straws kind of suck too. I mean, they
Sure,
do,
but as a useless invention, a straw quite useful.
Yes, but it's also
A paper
hard
straw
to,
is the
it's
the
hard
bad
to look
version.
cool drinking with a straw.
You don't.
You go to take. That's
Okay,
not,
you know
not
what?
a way I want to present myself.
You make a good point.
But anyways, I digress.
So that,
At least they don't disintegrate.
yeah, well, not quickly.
No, never.
Oh, the real ones.
Yeah, the real. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's again,
Yeah.
they're a good invention. Paper straws, useless invention.
Yeah, it lasts forever. I like a forever straw.
Number
If I'm
s-
making something, I want it to never go away.
so
anyways.
metal. You get a metal straw, then you got to clean it. Plastic, you just throw away.
And they get full of crap.
Yeah, okay. That's not the point here. Number 7, cocktail napkins. And when you think about it, a cocktail napkin is probably one of the least absorbent materials
Well,
on the planet.
it's a flimsy coaster.
That's the kind of the caveat to this is that a great invention is coasters. Cocktail napkins are usually the least absorbent thing in the bar. If you're on a patio, they just fly away. They're just dumb. I think they're useless. Hence why they're on my useless inventions list. Number 6, mood rings.
How am I supposed to know how you feel if I can't easily see it on your finger displayed for me to read you?
Because they don't work.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's that.
And also, you need the list that comes with the ring to know what each color means. If
Ooh,
you don't
you-
have that list,
The code, the decoder.
if you don't have the code,
Oh, Yuke's
I'm just wearing a purple ring or a
Yuke's a little
green
red
ring.
today. Is that good? Is that bad? Should I be scared? Should I come close?
We don't really know.
That's true. That's never thought of that angle.
Number 5, the pet rock, which I thought could have gone higher, but I put it 5, just kind of right in the middle.
I do recall that being a thing when I was a kid. It was not for me because I was very small, but I do recall that being.
And so on top of that, a era adjusted version of that, the USB pet rock.
I did not know that happened.
It plugs into a USB, and that does nothing because it's a rock. So that's there.
I'm glad that technology could assist.
Right? Number 4, and this is one that I apparently have a beef with, because after I figured it out and put it on the list, I kind of went on a rant to my cat. I don't think he appreciated it either. But candles in the shapes of numbers.
I don't dislike them. I mean,
But when it comes
if
to
say someone like me who's maybe 35, I don't want 35 candles on my cake. I'd rather have 2 candles at the 3 and a 5.
okay, so then when the next time you can use that 5 is 10 years. The next time you can use that 3, 10 years.
You know
Oh,
what
and then
though?
God forbid you turn 55, that 3's useless. You got to buy another 5.
The investment though isn't so great that it's going to deter me from the purchase.
But how often do you have one thing that size for 10 years?
Oh, I got a big drawer of shit like that. for 10
Exactly. You
years.
got a drawer that eventually sometimes
They'll
it's
come around again. Yeah. Okay.
useless. Don't even put candles on it. Why do you want someone spitting on your cake, for one?
Well,
You at a birthday party.
that's a whole other segment.
And then, so that's where the candles thing, apparently I have a beef with candles on birthday
Yeah,
cakes.
it's just candles. It's
Not just number
It's not just
candles.
numbers. It's just you don't want people spitting on your cake.
Well, I don't want
welcome.
people spitting on...
It's like, come on over, spit it. Hey, happy birthday to me. Spit on my cake,
Well,
and then we'll
if
eat.
If it's my birthday, I don't want no one else
Manja,
blowing
manja.
out. I don't want... No one should be blowing out my candles. It's my birthday. It should be my spit. I have a beef with candles, apparently. And maybe we'll dive into that later. This was one that I
What
didn't
number
even...
are we at here? I've lost track.
That was number 4. So this is number 3. I didn't even realize that this was a thing. A DVD rewinder. I said that
That
correct.
can't be a thing.
Well, that's the thing. They were sold as a somewhat novelty once DVDs became the thing, because there was obviously VHS rewinders,
Yes.
because you had to rewind a VHS. With the digital nature of a DVD, you got to rewind it. But they sold them as almost an ode to yesteryear.
It's like comfort food. It's like, oh, I feel good about this. I'd like to rewind my DVD.
Yeah, and so it was simply just like a little stand with a stick and with a little wheel on it. You put it on, turn it on, and it would just spin the DVD.
The interesting thing about the VHS rewinder, though, also is the premise behind it is you weren't going to like burn out your VCR rewinding your tapes. So you'd put it in this, or you didn't have time, so you could rewind your movie while you're watching another movie. I don't need that kind of time boxes. I can do both.
Some people do.
Well, all right.
But a VHS rewinder at least had a purpose.
Yes, it did.
A DVD rewinder,
That's
just pretty awful.
that's as dumb as a monkey in St. Louis.
Maybe 4. So number 2, 1-ply toilet paper. And I don't think anyone here will really disagree with me.
So
Just stop.
So when you're at work, then
Just stop. Just stop. Why? And on the first episode of What Were We Saying with Big Uke Tube Socks, the first Big Uke's bunch of stuff, number 1 on the useless inventions list, the parachute coat.
I don't think I know what a parachute coat is.
And for a good reason. So a French tailor, I did not write down his name.
That's a man who plies his trade as a tailor. Not,
Yes, his name was
not
not
a French
Taylor.
guy named Taylor.
It wasn't a French guy named
Okay,
Taylor.
'cause-
It was a
'cause
French
Taylor's
tailor.
not a very French name.
He designed a parachute coat, and he had good intentions behind it because it was more designed for pilots and
Oh, I see.
things to and having to.
So it wasn't a fashion accessory.
it wasn't a fashion accessory. It had
was-
a design in mind of when you need to get off of something, you have a parachute attached.
Everyone needs to get off on
You know, it's
something.
just a coat. Oh, okay, now
Sorry.
it's a family show.
Sorry.
But
Didn't mean
instead of
to
wearing a
work
big
blue.
bulky parachute, I guess you're just wearing a coat that functions.
Parachutes are awkward.
So he finally got permission to test said object before obviously going to market with it. And he was obviously a French guy in Paris.
Hence, well, his name was Taylor.
French tailor. In Paris. So he was testing it from the Eiffel Tower. So he jumped. He fell 57 meters to his death.
That's the big test. He was pretty confident in his invention.
It did not work. He died.
That was the end of Taylor.
Dead.
The
So,
Taylor.
parachute coat.
Huh.
Number 1 on the most useless inventions.
That
list.
is a terrible, terrible invention.
That's Big Uke's bunch of stuff.
There we go.
That was very bad. I wish I would have wrote down his name so that, I mean, if you just Google parachute coat,
I
you'll
probably
see it.
I probably won't.
No, but it's just funny to
Well,
read the
I might-
article
I might
about
once
how
I'm at
much this
work.
guy really wanted to.
I might do that on work time, just not my own time.
Oh, yeah, definitely do it while I'm getting paid.
Yeah, do it at work.
Yeah. Don't be crazy.
What do we got coming up next? A very popular segment, 3 things that can kick
I think
rocks.
this will become a popular thing. On here is the 3 things that can kick rocks, which will be a Tube Socks driven segment / recurring theme. Because I mean, like I said, we've known each other for a few years now. I don't know everything
Before
about
we
him.
were identified by our people.
Before the mysterious guy that I'm very certain Edgar knows, and I know you do.
You son of a bitch.
I know a bunch about him, but there's so much more to learn. And this segment, I think, will help all of us learn together about what makes Tube Socks over here tick.
It's not a big segment. It's just simply 3 things, and that's why it's called 3 things that can kick rocks. So this week in our inaugural episode, 3 things that can kick rocks. The man-made underwear guys.
Don't disagree with you there.
Pamphlets left on windshields.
Yes, unless they're like a 2-for-1 entrance to... No? Okay.
And massages.
Oh,
There's my 3
yeah,
things this week.
Okay. I know you don't like... you know what? That makes sense, though. I don't really need an explanation there. I get it.
Everyone must hate those 3 things. I don't understand.
Massages are very useful for some people. You just don't like people touching you.
This is true, which is why massages can kick rocks.
I mean, that's fair.
Touch yourself all you want.
Well,
just
okay,
don't
whoa,
touch
whoa.
me. Don't touch me.
But you're going into it knowing you're going to be touched in a way that makes your body feel better. It works for the pamphlets, too, on the 2-for-1 thing.
I will never know if it makes my body feel better because I won't let it go that far.
You think Savage is getting a massage in Thailand right now?
He's getting massages and more, and I don't want to talk about it because China's listening. And I don't want to be flagged
Okay, that's
for what
fair.
Savage
Maybe
is doing in Thailand.
that'll be maybe we'll have to get him on to tell us some.
I don't want that associated with us. That's just terrible stuff.
Maybe that'll be what we're saying after dark, season 2.
All right. Well, that's it. That's my 3 things that can kick rocks. We'll
And I think for the
revisit
most part,
this every week.
for the most part, I can get on board with those. I mean, the massage thing, yeah.
Which brings us to another new segment. I guess they're all new segments.
They're all
Edgar's
technically
Fun
new.
Facts. So the guy behind the camera there, Edgar, who may or may not say...
No, don't. You're not getting on camera. Stop it. You stay behind the camera.
God damn it. He insisted on having a bit. So we tasked him with coming up with a couple of fun facts, 2 or 3 each episode, which might spread, some...
You love learning new stuff,
Right? Who doesn't
Facts
love
are
learning?
fun, right?
Who doesn't love learning? So...
And that's the whole thing here. When I walked in, he handed me this, and I thought it would have just been like, "Hey, Luke, here's my facts." But he did it. Like, he walked past me, didn't even say hi, and he put it in my back pocket.
Back to the massages and touching. Edgar, did you want to read your facts?
Screw that nonsense.
Okay.
I mean, I assumed.
Okay, you can read them. That's
I
fine.
assumed he didn't want to when he gave me this in my back pocket.
That's fine. You can read them.
Okay, I haven't read these yet.
Fun facts.
Fun fact number 1: most doors open by turning the handle, not by pushing on the middle part. Experts say this has been true for some time.
That's just terrible.
Really?
Come on, Edgar.
Okay, let's try again. Number 2 here. Do not enter signs are traditionally placed in areas that you are not supposed to go into.
Okay, so Edgar's not very smart, and
I mean, I don't really find that one fun, Edgar.
it's not a fun fact.
I don't even know if I really call that a fact.
It's just the way things are.
We're going to have to talk about this. I'll
Okay.
give one more chance here.
Do you finish big?
Well, we'll see here. Fun fact number 3 by Edgar, the man behind the camera. If you leave a glass of water on the counter long enough, it'll eventually reach room temperature, regardless of how cold it was when you poured it. Yeah, Edgar, we're going to have to talk after the show here because
that's not fun at all. I don't know. This might not be a recurring segment because Edgar doesn't seem to understand the assignment, but
might not hear from him for a week. I mean, and then I guess not knowing much about Edgar, I don't know if I really had much expectation for him on that one.
I'd like to reiterate that we did not, we didn't know Edgar. We didn't befriend Edgar. He was, I don't know if he was bestowed upon us, but we were kind of crammed together.
These benefactors that dropped off the pinata full of money, I think, know him somehow.
I think Edgar's a fraud.
Oh.
I'll say that 3 times, Edgar.
You try coming up with stuff each week.
Where are we going next here?
Well,
Why
I
don't
think
we,
after that nonsense,
let's just close things up here.
we should probably just get on with it.
Get to business. Okay, well, I would like to say, again, with our inaugural show here. Please,
First episode.
Huzzah.
We did it.
Like, comment, subscribe. You can comment below. I don't know. I think you
Let us know if it sucked. Let us know if it wasn't.
Please subscribe because
That matters on the internet.
it really does. Drop us a line. You know, we've if you got any business inquiries, you want to join the typewriter shop or the
Hungry Prospector,
the
Dining
Hungry
Lounge, Farm Supply.
Prospector. We do have an email address, which is on screen there, biguke.tubesocks@gmail.com. All your correspondence can go there, positive, negative, looking to give us more bags of money to mention your product or your
Maybe
business.
a fun fact for Edgar to give to us next episode.
Right? How do you think the show went today, given our first one?
Well, I mean, I think it is obvious that it was the first one.
Painfully obvious.
Stuff. But, I mean, and I think it went well.
I hope you guys like to listen.
That's ideal. And if you don't...
Ideally, and maybe you'd like to listen to a second or third time. We'd like to close up with a talk about what are you listening to on the drive home today as we're leaving the Blunderworks studios. Uke, are you...
I'll probably just throw on some Madonna or something today.
Oh, wow.
Really get into my feels on the drive home.
Okay.
You?
I'm... well, if you look in the bio, our YouTube bio, there is a link to my Spotify account. And I always listen to stuff from that on the drive home from Blunderworks Studios. And actually, anywhere I go, I will be listening to a playlist called The Coolest Playlist in the World. So I don't know who would want to get in on that. If you don't like cool stuff, then stay away from it. But if you like listening to something cool, please check out The Coolest Playlist in the World. So please tune in next week, guys. We will have another show.
At least one more.
Currently, we are, obviously, this show is on YouTube. Within the next few weeks, we will be rolling out audio versions onto the usual platforms where everyone
Places.
can...
I think we're going to have to work on our sign-offs,
Yes.
for one. But, yeah, I'm Big Uke.
And I'm Tube Socks, reminding you to have your pets spayed or neutered.
There we go.
There it is.
This was What Were We Saying? With Big Uke and Tube Socks.
And we'll be back next week. Play us out, Harold Winthrop.
All right,
Hold up,
fellas.
boys.
We're done here.
Big Uke and Tube Socks were chatting today on what are we saying? Hey, hey, hey! Those two hip cats found something to say. It was a groovy good time.